What is up, guys? This is Melo from Breakthrough Duelist, and I'm bringing my Shaddoll ChaosSworn. Um, and it's an updated version. I know I already uploaded the first one, but that was, I don't know, the boo-boo version, if you want to call it. This is a better version. Hopefully you guys like it, and so we're gonna get started. So the basic ones is the Falco, the resetter. Like it at 2, not 1, because you don't see as much and you don't get to have the pluses from him. Tus comodas to send core get fusion. That's basically the purpose of it. Or pop cards when you flip them, and etc. 2 dragons to get rid of those like annoying cards that can't be showed by battle or anything like that. So that is good. And more names for fusion. 2 Bs. People run it at 3. I run it at 2 because 3 is too cloggy and it cost me a match before, so I'm really salty about it. So I won't run her or Helm at 3 anymore. But it's always good. It's not never one time I have wanted to run them at 3. And this deck is surprising because it surprisingly can play out of bad hands. With this deck, you don't know how many times I have a hand that I can be like, what am I gonna do now? But one card can change completely, and I go off, and I end up OTKing my opponent. 3 rating because is tuner mill, get your graveyard set up, open so many plays, especially with the baby dragons, for synchros or exceeds. 3 Lilas because back row is annoying, and that's one of the things that I changed about my last build. I put 3 Lilas instead of 2, so that's always good, to get rid of those annoying cards. And for exceeds, still with the Armageddonite, I prefer Armageddonite over Mathematician, just because the fact that it can't be bottomless, you don't get the draw step, but it really doesn't matter. And then the basic baby dragons, with this cards is so like, you get 1 light 1 dark and you can summon 2 exceed, or if you have a rating, go for level 8 synchro or whatever. It opens so many plays. 2 chaos because it's just so good. 1 BLS. Actually against the Teller Knights, I managed to summon a construct, a Chaos Sorcerer, BLS in the same turn. So it's like when you summon that, feels like they really don't know what to do. 1 Armageddon, our armed dragon, 1 dark armed dragon, because he you can work with your graveyard a lot. So it's like you banish and whatever, so you can control your graveyard, so you can have 3 you can draw this mid game and you still have 3 darks in your grave. So that's it for the monsters. Now we go to spells. 3 fusion because fusion is just the heart of the deck basically. Once all released, this could be a sinister shadow game, but people will be playing with them prizes, and it's really hard to get at the moment. But I haven't pushed it, and I have done really good without it. It's so released just because most of the meta decks nowadays rely on graveyards, so you can get rid of their targets and whatever. So that's that. And then 1 soul charge because it's soul charge, and is a 1 because it's a 1. Panelist. Regeki, really good when trying to OTK or something. Super Poly, still salty that this went down, but it's okay. 1 Book of Moon because in a deck that bases on flip effects, this is so good. So good. Like, you have Beast and then Beast flip, and then at the end Book of Moon, and then do the same thing next turn. Really good. Charge of the Light Brigade because to set up your graveyard and get rating out for go synchros or Lila, whatever, depends the occasion. 2 cores because core is really good. I think people underplay this card. This card should be played more, and because it's just really good. Protects you for a turn. You can use it for fusion. You can attack with it. Anything, almost anything. So that's always good. 1 breakthrough, brought that down to 1 from 2 because I just sometimes I decided to. I'd rather have the third Lila and draw the third Lila over a breakthrough because I need to get my graveyard set up, and breakthrough doesn't allow me to do that. And then one ups, Deep Prison, Compose, Torrential, and Bottomless, because I think I'm one of the Shaddoll players that run the most traps because I rather have responses for my opponent to their monsters. Now with the extra deck, we go with the standard. Actually, it's 3 constructs, but I only have 2. But it's okay. I have them perfectly fine without the third one. And I'm trying to save a spot for the new supports that we're coming up, so I don't want to get myself used to playing 3. So that's, you know, just 2 and 2 windows because that's the standard. Get this cleared up. One Armades because Armades is just good. Black Rose because a good resetter. And then level 8 Crimson Blader. I changed that for Michael because Michael, the only way you could make him in this deck was using Armades, and you know it's a really bad scenario. So you know this is not most likely to be used, but it's just like it's really good to like those deck that summon like big monsters and whatever. You know that's really good. Then you go with Stardust because Stardust to protect your monsters. Scrap Dragon. This card, when you have core in hand and then a fusion in graveyard and you want to get that fusion, you can summon this, set the core, destroy one of the cards, and get the fusion. So it's just really full of pluses. And then one bills because this card is just so good, and then you have Falco in there, so it's really not a problem to make them. So that's for level 8. Now you have Leo because Leo is just a beater and can't be targeted by cards. Star Eater is really good it's really easy to make him here, so it's not a problem. And then one Goyo because you know who doesn't like to take their monsters and beat them down with it. Now for the Exceed monsters, we have Castell and Nightmare. I'm probably gonna get more rank 4s, but at the moment that's the only ones I'm playing. You can play around with the extra deck as you please, but I have done really good without them. So believe me, like even if you go with this exact same build, you'll do pretty good. And then for the extra deck, this is more like a personal choice, but you know you can run whatever you want. Value of the Warlords for those you know annoying cards. Imperial Iron Wall for those when they like you go against those decks that don't rely on graveyard, so they always trying to banish your monsters and whatever. One Royal Decree to you know in case you want to be really aggressive. Satellar Knights are really harmed by this because they can activate Alpha. The band played on for Burn Abyss and whatever else. 2 Lion Prisoner Mirrors. Here's my logic on there. I only have 2 Lightsworn monsters in there, Raiden and Lila, and I'm willing to sacrifice their effects to kill a whole deck like Satellar Knights or Lightsworns. They won't get their effects, so I'm willing to kill that side of my deck to you know to win. And you know you also have some other light monsters, but you know it's all about sacrifices. Chain Dispel because if you hit an Alpha, if you go Evil Storms, Infestation Pandemic, or whatever, this is really good. It doesn't negate it, but it saves you from them, you know, like using it later on in the game. The other Soul Release. And then one Mind Control. Mind Control, I used to run it in the main deck. But as a side is really good. Last time that we went to locals, when I started Mind Control, it put some crazy work on me. But for some reason, when it's in the main deck, it doesn't work. Well, it doesn't work as good. By the way, it was 2 Diddy Crows, not 1. This is the second one. And then 2 MSCs, you know, to protect. But you already have Lila to do that. You have Dragon, all that. So that's always good. So that's pretty much it. This is my updated version. Hope you guys like it, and let me know if it was helpful. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys later. Bye.